Well, hello and welcome back to my little inky world. My name is Kieran Siemens, and today we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Today we're going to be doing the backing cards for my Funky Doodler badges, and each one is going to be slightly different sizes, whatever natural size I cut, and each one will be an original drawing. Doesn't that sound exciting? Let's have a look. Well, hello and welcome back, beautiful, beautiful people. Today I'm going to be trying to do some backing cards. Like that. Now you can see that some are big and some are small. Some are thicker, some are thinner, some whatever comes. They're just going to be a very natural way of cutting them up to be... The variation is there to make me feel like there's more space, there's less space, and to vary my drawing style. Now the plan is that on each one I'm going to draw an original drawing. Can you see? So on the backing card I will do some original drawing, very small, and these are kind of going to be like a bit of a collector's thing, you know. Each one will be numbered, and so that's what today is all about. I'm going to try and do some of these, and that is my plan, and today's card will be that shape. And I'm going to get my ink. As usual, it will be my Indian ink, as always, and I'm going to try and draw something. I don't know. I have absolutely no idea. I have no real kind of plan. I did a rough kind of idea sketch. Can you see that? That was the type of thinking I had of doing some kind of doodle behind my... So that's kind of what's in my mind about drawing something. Whatever I think. It might be a foot, it might be a whole 3 or 4 characters. It'll just be whatever I think of at the time. And I'm just going to do these. Can you actually see those? Is that close enough? And I'm just going to try and draw it in my regular, usual style. And I'm just going to try and... And it's a nice way also to kind of, for people to kind of get some kind of original artwork at the same time as kind of getting one of these badges. I know I've had a few people asking about the badges and where can I get a badge and all that type of thing, and it's a very difficult kind of subject, to be honest, and I was trying to work out what's the best way to let people have a badge. Originally it was kind of like only for the people that support me. And then I kind of thought, well, it would be a nice way for also for people to be able to support me in a way that maybe they could buy a badge. And I thought, well, how much would a badge be, you know? And then I started to, my second brain started to think, well, wouldn't it be nice if there was something original about each badge? And of course, in most cases, I listen to my second brain. My first brain's kind of like very practical and very kind of like, well, you should just give them away, or you should just sell them, or you should... And I had this thought of maybe doing a backing card for each one. And each one would be different, and each one would be original, and each one would be in some kind of crazy way special. And I thought, I kind of like that idea. I kind of like the idea that you're getting a Funky Doodler badge, but at the same time you're getting some kind of small original piece. And so then I started listening more to my second brain, and I thought, you know what? I like what you're thinking. So this is what I'm doing. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I might kind of just put them on eBay or something and say, well, if you want one, buy one. And put a small fee of like, I don't know, like $8, $5, whatever people think. What do you think? Give me some feedback. I would love to get your feedback on what we're talking about, you know. I would love to hear what your thoughts are. I just thought it would be a lovely way for people to get an original piece and a lovely way to share the badges and to share the artwork and to give something original. As you know, I don't really like give my artwork away for the simple reason that I usually take it on a commissioned state. If people commission something, that's different. But it's also very difficult to kind of like keep things original and keep things well, it's not difficult to keep things original, but it's difficult to kind of for people to pay for something original as you would in you buying an original painting. It's kind of like, for me, they're not just little doodles. For me, they're something very special. And I like the idea that it could be something that there is only 50 badges at the moment. So there won't be too many of these anyway, so it'll be kind of like quite a kind of collector's thing. I've decided that each one will be numbered in some way. And I don't know. I mean, it's also a way for me to get some kind of monetization. I can see that my channel kind of a little bit disappointed with the numbers, to be honest. I really was hoping to be monetized by this year. I've spent 2 years putting about 2,500 videos together for everybody to watch for free and to build enjoyment. That noise behind is Mr. Miro, who's getting very excited about something. So the fact that somebody would buy a badge and an original piece of artwork, and you pay a few dollars, and that will also help out. The fact that I'm an artist and the fact that my YouTube page is still not monetized is quite disappointing, really. I mean, I know I shouldn't really, but I did think things would have got to a better stage by this point. And I'm not sure even if you want them to be ink or if you want them to be painted. I'm really not quite sure which is which, what I should do and what is the best way to do something like this. I mean, also this comes down to you guys. I mean, what would you like? How would you? I was thinking about doing it on my Etsy shop, and then Etsy will take the Etsy fees. And to be honest, their fees are ridiculous, really. You know, you put all your products up, and then you end up giving them most of the money. It's quite ridiculous, to be honest. So it's kind of like I would like to do something. What is the best way to do it? And what is the best way to kind of make some kind of way of selling them that you can have them, and blah blah blah. So I would love some thoughts. There you go. They are very small, but I think they'll be quite. There you go. This one can be number 1. Number 1. It's quite difficult to hold on to. But I would love your thoughts on the idea, and maybe you can come up with a better solution for it. I was inspired actually by, I don't know if you've seen them, the Edward Gorey did a set of kind of like playing cards, and I loved how small all these little drawings were, and I did love the whole kind of concept of it. And that was kind of inspiring, that each one was a little drawing of some sort. So there you are. It's very difficult to pick it up because it is so small. But that is number 1. And I will put that somewhere to dry. And I will do a number 2. And like I said, I will put the badge on front. Like so. Let me move that in a little bit. You can see it. So I'll put the badge on top like that. And the badge goes all the way through like that, and you can take the badge off, or you can keep it as a singular unit, whichever you want. And as I said, at the moment there is only 50 cards, so there will only be a maximum of 50, unless they are very, very popular and I decide to do more of. This one will be number 2. And I think it's going to be quite a lovely idea. I do think it's going to be something quite unique. The fact that we're going to be doing miniature little artworks, miniature little drawings. And I kind of like the whole kind of concept of it. And the thought that maybe they could be, these small little things could be framed up, would be kind of cool, I think. And like I said, I have no idea what I'm drawing until I draw it in the usual style of my drawings. They're very kind of a one-off original type of thoughts? It's a I mean, I would love to get some feedback from you guys about what you think would be the best way of using these cards and dealing with these cards. I might go in and add some watercolors to them. Would you prefer them in color, or do you like the black and white kind of feeling to it? And I kind of feel like they're all kind of a little bit kind of, well, I kind of feel like they're special because they're each one's kind of original. I do like that concept. I've never done anything like this. In fact, I don't really think I've done a couple of thank you cards for people over the years, where I've kind of sent off an original drawing. One of them I actually videoed. I did the Waltz of the Man. If you go back and see the Waltz of the Man, where I was looking for a glass bridge for my Waltz of their instrument, and a man in Germany wrote to me and said that he had one, and they are quite rare. That he would send me one if I sent him a drawing, and so I did, and I made it into a video online of me drawing the waltz-zither man. I did the man playing the waltz-zither, and then I sent him the drawing, and he sent me this delightful glass bridge for my instrument. He can be holding a Christmas present, since it is coming up to Christmas. In fact, these might even be a nice little kind of Christmas present, you know. Stocking filler. An original drawing. In fact, maybe I will sign the back, maybe. And there he is with his little gift for whoever he's got. Drawing his fingers. Giving him a nice kind of checkered shirt. It's always very difficult as an artist to kind of to get a following, and then get a following, and then in some way monetize it, but also at the same time making enough artwork to please people. It's quite a difficult balance to not really become like a sellout, but at the same time of trying to make some money. You know, it's like the dilemma of the artist. You know. And I'm hoping that this will be a nice idea. Number 2. And then we have number 2. Someone with a Christmas present. And maybe I will go in and do some light colours on them. I do like the idea of it. Let's put my name on this one just. Who knows, they might become a bit of a collector's thing, you know? So there you have the first 2. Let's do one more just to get the idea across. Number 3. Here we have number 3. Number 3. And it's always nice in a way to kind of just have them almost like in a little bit of a sketch form. It does kind of add a nice relaxed idea about them, you know. You know, I could draw, I mean, it might even get to the stage that people do a request of some sort, but I think that might get a little bit kind of out of hand very quickly. But and I mean, also in a way that maybe if I was to do it on the kind of eBay side, it might also be a form of kind of donation if you kind of bid on it. Then you could bid for £10, £20, whatever you want to donate as a support type of thing, you know. And at the moment, I'm not thinking of doing this long term, so these will be a one-off idea. They will be since I've done the badges and the excitement with the badges and the people requesting badges, so I'm kind of seeing it as very much a one-off. It won't be a long term, so there might be a 50, there might be 100 badges. I'm not quite sure at the moment. At the moment, there is only 50. So there will be a maximum of 50 of these little drawings, and I like that. I like the fact that there is a limited amount of artworks. I do like that feeling about it. And it's always nice to be part of a limited something, you know. Limited sketches. And then one day when I'm rich and famous, then all these cards will be worth millions for each one. It'd be like collector's cards. Wouldn't that be beautiful? And you'd be selling these little cards off on eBay then for like number 3 going for £10,000 or whatever. Oh, it's good to dream, isn't it? Here's a little cat. And I do find it quite relaxing because I do get to the feeling that it's a kind of a fun sketch, and that it's no kind of serious, dangerous requirements, and it's all done in a very fun way. As art should be. It should be done in a fun way. Lovely. I'm quite pleased with that one. I'm quite pleased with all of them, to be honest. I do like the idea that they're kind of they've got that kind of inky feeling about them. I do like that. So there's the first three. I may go on and do videos of more, but at the moment, the plan is to put these onto eBay and to get some kind of sale, some kind of donation type effect, and to give you a little gift. And I hope everybody is interested in the idea, and then you guys can kind of, you know, if 2 or 3 of you like the same idea, you can kind of bid on them, and you know, if you kind of make a bid and you sell for an extra $5 on top, then it's kind of an extra $5 to help me in my inky adventures. What do you think? I would absolutely love for you to see. Can you see them in the camera? Yes, just about. Let's move that over. Move that up. Move that up. There you go. So that is the idea, that you have different variations of sizes. Each one will be an original drawing. At the moment, I'm not sure if they're just ink, or if I'm going to add some color, or if I'm going to kind of drop a little bit of color in there. Each one of the original drawings will have a pin badge put on, and I will, at the moment, the idea for selling, because it's very difficult to to know how to sell, really. I'm not really a selling person, as it would. I'm more of an enjoyment of the pleasure of the drawing. But maybe I'll put them on eBay. If anybody's got a better solution, maybe you could buy them through the YouTube. Maybe if I could do it, and then you could buy it through YouTube. We'll see. Okay? But I would love your opinions. I would love your feedback, since these are my kind of small gift, if it were, to my followers. I would love your opinion. So please get back to me with your thoughts, and I'll see you very soon with some more. What do you think? See you soon. Bye bye.